Well, hello there, everybody. I hope that you're all having an absolutely wonderful day. Welcome back to the channel. But if you are new here, then welcome. My name is Chewy, and on this channel, we play EU4 for the most part. Today, we're going to be starting a new campaign here as Castile in a very popular mod on the Steam Workshop known as Beyond Typus. And many of you may or may not have heard of it, but it is a huge overhaul mod that adds an incredible amount of provinces to specifically Europe, and it expands greatly upon the feel, the balance, of course. A lot of these things are changed. I do have a few submods installed. All of them are going to be linked in the description below. The major one that I have installed is one that relates to buildings. It increases the number of buildings here, as well as heresy, which will cause some spontaneous sort of offshoots of the faith that will pop up randomly here, kind of like how they do in Crusader Kings. So stay tuned for more information on that. But if you guys are wondering where anything is, it's all in the description. My Patreon, which you should support me, on the description or in the description. My Twitter, where you should follow me, in the description. My subreddit, where you should go post some good old EU4 themed memes, also in the description. Mod pack in the description. Any mods being used in this playlist, in the description. Any questions? Leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. So, Beyond Typus is quite a crazy mod. A lot of things may look very different, and a lot of things have been overhauled. You can see there's a lot more tags here. As far as great powers go, we are the number 8 great power, and it keeps track of the top 10. Makes sense. There's a lot more tags. Bohemia over here has a really nice vassal swarm, and you see they are still Hussite, because Jan Hus did know. And we are also running with the Byzantine Resurgence mod, which is a sub-mod for Beyond Typus. So, highly recommended by the lead dev for the mod. I'll also link the description in the description, the Discord for Beyond Typus. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down there. So, for some reason, Pope Man rivaled me, which is like literally the worst case scenario. Why? I have no idea. I don't know what would make him think that that was a good idea. So these guys are hostile to me, but not rivaled to me. They have a PU of Sardinia as well as Naples. And Naples is basically disloyal. Okay. And I don't know the meta for this mod. I have no idea. So you guys do not need to even consider how this is going to feel for me, because I have no idea. I do not know what to expect. So France doesn't like me. Portugal likes me. I will ally Portugal. Now, as far as the mission tree goes, most of it is going to be roughly the same, if not exactly the same. It is a work in progress. I know, obviously, whenever you're adding a bunch of provinces, you have to retcon a bunch of the mission trees to make things look different, or to be affected the same way. Whenever it comes to great projects, we have a lot of them. A lot of them are just placeholders. Like any of the vanilla ones are going to have the effects, but certain ones like this one here, there is no benefits you receive from it. They're just placeholders for now, basically, to be put in there, and they will be upgraded at a later date. See? That's cool. Sadly, they don't get anything for it. But anyways, enable Catharism, Lollardy, or Wallendizianism. So let me see here. I want to enable all of it, but I don't know if that's going to change. We're going to enable all of them, and we'll see how things go with that. So as far as rivals go, let's rival Aragon. Let's rival France. I should probably try to be friendly with France, yeah. So, I'm so sad. Artemis UI is not compatible right now. There's like a bunch of things that are not looking appropriate with it. So, sadly, we're going to do what we can, though. I think we rival England, and that will allow us to scornfully insult them, which will improve our relations with these guys just a bit more. So we'll be able to get a royal marriage with them. And then we will also rival Savoy, I suppose. That'll work. Now, as far as our estate privileges, let's take a look here. They are all vanilla, from my understanding. I do believe that there is some special mission trees for Sweden, or maybe other Scandinavian nations. I'm not entirely sure, but should be good. So the goal of this campaign is going to be the mission tree, as well as exploring the flavor and just kind of seeing the overall feel of how it plays. I did play Byzantium without the Byzantine Resurgence submod on stream about a year ago at this point, and I had a great time with it. But I'm curious to see how it feels on like a more serious, like wider sort of campaign, right? So If you guys have any feedback for the mod or, you know, certain things that you think maybe I would be good to know about, please do let me know. Obviously, when there's as many provinces as there are, you can take a look at the development. And you can see here, ooh, I like that fruit. So you can take a look at the development. There's a lot more provinces. Development is a lot less impactful. I believe development is essentially like 1/2 what it normally would be, right? So like this is equivalent to 14 dev, but it's also like split, or no, it's equivalent to 3.5 dev, right? But since there's, you know, it would originally would be like 4 provinces, you take a look and you add like these 4 provinces up, if that makes sense. So the reason why dev is not as nearly as important is because of that. So we are being raided, which is very unfortunate. I should probably make sure that I'm actually doing something here, right? Let's have you guys protect trade. And let's have my heavy ships hunt enemy, or not hunt enemy fleets, hunt pirates in Sevilla. Now, sadly, these guys are over here in Valencia. There's not really much I can do about it. We are making good money, so we should hire some advisors here. All of our advisors are here, are the regular price. Improved relations is fine, and port defense, I suppose, is fine as well. Now, I just want to royal marry these guys, and they now have too many diplo relations. Of course they do. That's all right. We're going to boost up relations with these guys and hopefully make it happen. Okay, just kidding. They are now willing to. Very good. So a strong ally in France and Portugal, which means we will be in a good spot. Now, it does mean I'll probably get called into the 100 Years' War, but I don't particularly mind that. If England wants to land some men over here, they'd be my guest. Our force limit is 38. We can definitely be boosting these guys up. Supremacy over the crown, nobility. Okay, so I think some of these were on by default, because I don't think I did that, did I? Am I high? I don't know. I don't think I did that. All right, nobility will also get nobility border forts, huh? Fort maintenance, 60% land ownership gives fort. Really? Fort maintenance minus 25%, 60% land ownership. Real? Okay, I will definitely do that. That is fine with me. Supremacy over the crown is fine, and let's go with right of council. And then the burghers, since we have positive prestige. Well, let's go with private trade fleets. Go with free enterprise, patronage of the arts. That will do for that. Now everybody is loyal. We can sell titles. Summon a diet. Let's go for some manpower and then yoink. And that will give us a bit more crown land as well as giving us some bonuses here. So our fort maintenance is really that cheap. Let's take a look here. Fort maintenance. Fort maintenance is minus 72%. That is crazy because our forts are really, we have a lot of them. You see here. So that's going to help our economy out pretty significantly. Very impactful. Now, as far as our army goes, I will royal marry you Andorra, huh? So I have a lot of these smaller guys. When we take a look at our mission tree here, you can see we're going to need army, navy, and manpower. So for the army, I'm just going to hire some mercs. The navy, we got 2 more force limit to go. So let's go with 2 more heavies. Why are they taking so dang long? Really? I don't have any sailors. Feels bad, man. All right, let's get some sailors. Can I? I don't have that many. All right, that's definitely not like smart, but I'm going to do it just because I want to get the boats ready. All right, so it looks like these numbers are a little different, so understandable. These guys want to be vassal of me? They do. All right. So I will royal marry these guys. I'll vassalize them because we're going to need it for this mission here. And these guys are guaranteed by France, right? They are, or Aragon. So if I vassalize them, that's 1 less war I need to worry about with them. So that'll work fine for us. Foy wants a royal marriage. So Foy is independent, or Foy, or however that's pronounced. I'm not going to do anything with them. Unless they want to be a vassal as well. They do not. All right, here it is. Channel Islands, huh? They're an independent nation. Cool. All right. So we're at war with these guys. And if we take a look at the numbers here, yeah, we're pretty strong. So I'll actually head on over there and take our general. We might as well get some looting because we had our boys there. Now, our fort line is actually very solid. I can live with that for sure. Oh, they just got stack wipe there. Now, all I'm trying to do here is just get some war participation by standing on the fort. That way I can get some money from the peace deal. That's it. That's all I really want. I don't actually care about the war. Now, if they try to land some men, I'll, handle them. But until then, I don't really care. Glorious monument, huh? Treasury. Goods produced modifier. Local goods produced. Interesting. Constabulary. Tax modifier. Post office. Local trade power. All right, cool. So I'm enjoying the buildings. That's good. And now if we're lucky, they'll actually give us some of the clay over here as well. So these guys are a PU under Aragon. That is, basically par for the course. I do need to improve relations with these guys to enable myself to vassalize them. We'll also influence them as well. Yeah, sure. I'll take the prestige. I will influence them for 60 ducats. 60 ducats for 5 prestige and 25 relations. It's almost always worth it. And I can also send them a small loan of 1,000,000 ducats. Sooner we get them up to 90, the better. That's actually... I'm not going to keep all my men there because I don't want to be taking too much attrition because we need to make sure that we are able to get that 60% for our mission there, because this 60% mission will give us permanent claim or grants permanent claims in the provinces required for the mission. Reclaim Andalusia and grants permanent claims in the provinces required for the mission. Subjugate Navarra. So we'll get permanent claims on that and permanent claims on that. So we need to push for that. Truly have been blessed. I don't care about the Renaissance. Or not Renaissance, the Reformation. So these guys are only allied to Morocco. That's really good because as long as Morocco has vassals, there's a chance that they'll be disloyal. They're all loyal here. But the goal would be to come down here, take Gibraltar, scorch the province, and then have them try to cross and then get wiped out on the... Oh, it's coastline. All right. In vanilla, it is mountains. The Rock of Gibraltar. All right. Let's get you guys up here. And apparently that fort there is projecting a zone of control. All right. That is fine. So let's have a general. And then let's have them do some drilling because a little bit of army professionalism will go a long way for us in the long term. So we'll do that. Earthen Rampart. All right, cool. So they have ramparts. Maximum attrition. Really? Maximum attrition. Okay. A guaranteed 4 attrition and 20 defensiveness. That is incredibly strong. Like, holy smokes, very strong. That is a number that I can get behind. That is a number I can get excited about. By the way, I apologize if you guys can hear a fan. My office is incredibly warm right now. All right. Also, you want to transfer some trade power to me? Sounds good. And I will now vassalize you, good sir. Thank you. We are at our Diplo limit. We are allied to Foix. I did not realize we were allied to them. But that's cool. So these guys are now my vassal. Very cool. All right. Now... Oh, shoot. I totally forgot. Oh, I'm sure I was getting comments about it. Oh, it's only going to 30 prestige. Okay, cool. Well, we're definitely going to disinherit him. So you actually take attrition? The supply limit here is only 7. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. I didn't even realize it. All right, let's get these guys down to a province where... And I will recruit a general as well. As far as we're focused on Diplo, and I think that's fine. That'll allow us to get caught up on the Diplo tech. Actually, though, I think it would be better for us to focus on admin so we can core everything. Because early on, you'll have issues with stability and coring, and it's just not ideal. All right, let's get everybody drilling, and we should probably build up a bit. Well, I had already said that I wanted to use the mercs for that one number there. So in 200 days, we'll have our ships, which should get us to that limit, right? Very good. And we only need 9 here. So this Grand Company will be good. Mercs are fine, especially when you look at how cheap they are. We'll be able to keep a positive while also hiring them. Downside is that that is going to hurt our professionalism. So we might as well spend it right now then. Get that manpower. And let's build a Grand Company right here. Have these guys get down here. Now, I'm really hopeful that they haven't allied anybody else. They have not. We're going to have to wait till those ships are done, at which point we will be able to do that. We need to get rid of 4 infantry here. All right, so let's have these guys grouped up. I think we can get rid of 2 cav and 2 infantry. The cav especially is going to be costing us a big old chunk of money. All right, so we're going to do something like this. What's their army looking like? 8. That's their army right there. Taking a little bit of attrition to assert our dominance here. As soon as these ships are done, we'll be able to press that mission there. This attrition. Goodness gracious. Very unforgiving. 5 force limit or supply limit. That is crazy, bro. Luckily, this is all mountains, so I'll be able to walk right up there. They have 1 fort here, and it is in Granada, which we'll be able to handle. So that'll give us some morale bonuses. We got our permanent claims down here. We will wait 1 day and attack them. Granada is a fully maintained capital fort. Does that mean it will require 6 or 9 regiments? I assume. We'll go for Lawasa. All right, let's get you guys over here now. And let's have you guys pop out here. Obviously, if Morocco wants to smoke, I'm going to give them the smoke. Very good. What the heck? I do not know what I just witnessed there. Now, I do want these guys to continue to hunt pirates in Sevilla, just because I don't want them to be... Not Valencia. Hunt pirates in Sevilla, because I do not want to worry about that. Now, this is the 8 stack here. I suppose we might as well track them down, because they're not going to be able to do anything, right? They are building up some regiments here. Muslim archers here. All right. As long as we can blockade this. So let's take you guys and have you guys hunt pirates in Sevilla. Right. And I'll have them go home at war. No big deal. Have you guys come out here and then have the other guys come out here. They will blockade. So that way these guys are free to just do whatever they want and siege them down. And now these guys here, I will have them carpet siege down. And these guys here will head on up and start tracking these guys down. So these archers will be done on the 6th of July. Can I get there before that? I can. Very good. And so we might as well get a little bit of extra carpet sieging done. If they want to come up onto this fort, that is all fine and dandy with me. See if I can get my vassal here to attach to me. Yes, sir. Enforce serfdom. Sounds good, man. Hey, Andorra, what you doing, homie? All right, they changed their mind. But that's a wipe. Easy peasy. Have you guys come down here, and now we speed 5 the rest of this war. Who cares about Morocco? I don't. I'm blockading the crap out of them. They'll want out of the war in no time. Now, we have how much war participation over here? 7%. So whatever money they take, we will get 7% of it. It's not insignificant. We'll make it work. What are you guys building here, huh? What are you building here, dude? I want to see this. Alhambra is so good, too. 5% admin efficiency. That's juicy. The looting is going well. I will gladly boost up stability and get up to level 3 or 3 stability, because we're going to have some stability issues from this. So, apparently forts are only a level 1. Okay, so that's good to know. It says it's a castle, but it's actually a +1 fort level. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these numbers are not accurate. Okay, good to know. So this is actually overkill here. Do we have a siege pip? We do not. All right. So I will take these guys around. I mean, I'm happy to just keep looting a little bit more. There's no downside to looting. Just come to America. Looting is a pastime here. Some people would even argue that there's a defense to looting in America. That's all I'll say. We live in a clown world, though, I tell you that much. All right. This is going to take a minute, huh? I don't care about admin. Like, we'll catch up on admin. We're going to colonize. Before anybody asks, yes, we are going to colonize. We're playing as Castile. Of course, we're going to colonize. My goal here is to have the Isabel of Castile event fire. And that will... Ooh, hold on. We actually have a chance to get this here. Oh, we're definitely going to get this. All right, let's improve relations with them preemptively. Because you can get... If they have a regent, you are also just as likely to get the Isabel event, the Iberian wedding event. So we're going to push for that. Now in this war, let's recall you guys. In this war, I would like to full annex them, and I don't know if that's entirely possible. Is it? Totally. 89 AE, 97 war score. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. I like BT so far. The issue is the War of the Roses fired. York. All right. We're going to have to full occupy them and probably just sit on their forts for a while. What is this? What are these sieges? Give me some freaking sieges, please. Gibbs siege ability. Now, they got 2 heavy ships here. Let's see here. I'll come over here. Granada's got a heavy ship as well. Now, yeah, they have mill access. They don't have mill access through Portugal, actually, so that's perfect. Now, you got to be mindful because your vassals are oftentimes really stupid and they'll just, like, get mill access. See, they'll probably try to get mill access through Portugal, and then the AI will get mill access and they'll be like, oh, hey, look, I can cross the strait now. And then they'll come over and try to attack me. So it's something you got to keep in mind. The Renaissance is here. Very good. Where did it spawn? Let's take a look. Venice. Ah, yes, because Venice is not an island, right? Can't the Renaissance not spawn in Venice, in vanilla, if I recall? I might be making that up. Here we go. We'll get this eventually. I'll royal marry them. It's fine. We're at our Diplo limit, but that's okay. Got to keep an eye on this Ceuta. I would not be surprised if Andorra got mill access, so we got to be careful with that. What? That flag is so cool. Holy crap, I love that flag. That is really nice. Well done. Whoever makes the flags for BT, you're doing a good job. All right, let's go here. We rule as we see fit, or I lose some money. I'll lose some money. I don't mind that. Enrique, the 342. Better than the old Enrique. Let's see here. Yeah. So as far as I know, we are very likely to get this Iberian wedding. It's just a matter of time. Oh, they rivaled me, didn't they? They did. That's okay. Once the Iberian wedding fires, we'll be able to have that happen. There we go. I will sink their navy. Oh, shoot. Just kidding. I will not. And this is fine. They still haven't gotten access, which is good. So here's the thing. And what would probably be the smart thing for me to do is for me to get mill access and do what's called a honey pot. We're going to scorch the earth here. I'm going to ask for mill access through my boys here in Portugal. This is called the honey pot, or this is what I call the honey pot, at least. We're going to go with a general. We're going to get our armies grouped up over here. And what we're going to do is we're waiting. Oh, they're trying to get on the boats here. Really? So how many heavies do they have? They have 3 heavies, and I have 2 heavies here. Let's get an admiral. A 0-2. So they'll be on the 18th. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we'll leave half of them over there. That's fine. We're going to take a little bit of attrition, but that's totally fine. So once these guys land, we'll be able to just head on in and wipe them out. If they want to just continually send their little armies over, they can do that too. But what I'm trying to do is, since I have mill access, they have mill access conditionally. And I would like for them to try to cross the straits here. Let's actually have these guys do something like this. Just kind of stay here in the fog of war. Now, obviously, I'm not going to peace out for anything less than what I'm asking for. And we're just going to kind of sit here. But I do need to keep an eye on here. Since I have a vision of the sea, I can actually see their coast. At least I think I can. Just got to wait for them to possibly cross here. They got the 16 stack here. All right. Yeah, I can see across the strait, but that's it. That's all I can see. Merino wool. Very cool. Good production efficiency and some nobility and clergy land. Sounds good to me, I guess. I need to get the land up there, though, because I do not want my monthly autonomy change, because that's punishing. So we need to get to peace soon. Soon, TM. These guys are at 13. All right, the French Unification War is over. They owe me 6 favors, and they took a couple of provinces over here. Oh, yeah, they took a few. That's good. Good on you. So I have call for pizza. I assume it was for the other war, because this war, we're not going to get it anytime soon. I think you actually have to have over 50 war score to get whatchamacallit anyways. Let's split you guys up as well, so you're not taking attrition. Now, the longer the war goes on, the less excited they will be for it. We'll take Miltech. Always stay ahead of time on Miltech if it's at all possible. Support the House of Lancaster. No, I don't care. I'd rather have the prestige. I will click this one though. Is that the last jousting tournament? Very good event. A little bit of free morale early on. Quite useful, right? So are their armies just standing here? Like they're just not doing anything, yeah? They're here over here. Yeah, they're just not moving. So we just wait a few more months. Morocco pieces out and we get to full annex Granada like it ain't nothing but a thing, baby. Well, lads, I think this is a good point since we got a little bit of a lack in the action here. If you guys are enjoying the campaign and you would like to see more, please do make sure you let me know by leaving a like on the video. First episode in a campaign is always very important whenever it comes to the YouTube algorithm. That's the one that gets boosted up and propagated to the masses. So if you guys want to see more, please do let me know. And then if you want to leave a comment down below, let me know if you've ever played Beyond Typus, how you feel about it. And, any sort of feedback about the campaign, things like that. I appreciate that stuff. And I do read all my comments. So if you have something to say, I would love to hear it from you. But we'll be able to piece these guys out soon, especially if they're going to keep having their little armies get stack wiped over here. Dissonance abroad? No. Yeah, it's fine, actually. I just need to make sure that my boys aren't going to get jumped over here. Because that could be annoying, right? Let's have these guys get trapped over here. I don't know where they came from, to be honest with you. I really don't know where they came from. Morocco is going to want out. To be honest with you, if I just cross over here... Oh, right. Yes. They have those blockaded now. So I'm actually I'm legally not allowed to cross the straits now. That's okay. 30% trade power in Lisboa. Oh, it's its own trade node now. It's a different trade node. Milan's opinion on me goes up. That's fine with me. I'll gladly improve relations with Milan. Building some spy network on these guys. Don't need that anymore. Don't need to improve relations with you anymore. Should probably get some favors with these guys. They are at war for the Avingan conquest. What? Avingan conquest of... Who is Avingan? I don't know. There's going to be a lot of I don't knows in this campaign, to be honest. Because I really don't know much about this mod. I've played it one time. And it's huge. It's a very large scale mod, so... I'm excited to try it out with you guys. Big time. Bigly, as the kids say. So, we just need to ride this out. Kind of annoying. If you go the whole 5 years or whatever, you'll actually just get 100% war score automatically. Which may or may not be the way we go about it if these guys are going to be annoying like this. I think I will do this. So what we're going to do here is we're going to come out and jump these guys. Those guys will be out of here. And we'll be able to pop our navies over and have them joined up, right? We should win this. We have the heavies. Let's see here. We only have 2 heavies in the fight right now, yeah? Now we're definitely winning. Definitely. All right. Very good. We're having some good rolls. They don't have an admiral. Oh, yeah. We're having real good rolls. All right. Yeah, I see no damaged ships here, so this looks like an absolute win for us. This battle been going on for a minute, though. When was the last time you had a naval battle that lasted, like, 3 months? Well done, lads. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. I know I'm at 100% now, but what I want to do, actually, is come over here and trash their ships, get some blockade on them, and white piece them, because I may want to attack them to get over here into their trade node in a moment. I will have you guys split off, hunt pirates in not Valencia. I keep clicking the wrong one there. And now, when we get our diplomat back, we will full annex you and take the money, of course. There's no reason to not take the money. And just like that, we have taken the entire state of Upper Andalusia. And we can click this mission here, the fate of the Kingdom of Granada. So let's click that button there. Expel the Granada Moriscos, which will cost us 2 stability. And they will lose their cores, and we will change the culture. Hold on a minute. The culture is not already Andalusian? Is it Berber? Andalusi, huh? Okay. The Moors turn to sus. Yep, I'm fine with that. So I think it usually converts it to Catholic, but it looks like it did that as well. So that's good. Now, we're probably going to have some unrest down here if I had to guess, right? Let's see here. Yeah, definitely going to have some unrest. Non-accepted culture, though. Really? Okay, so that just needs to update a monthly tick there. Let's have these mercs suppress rebels, and let's have these guys head up here and do some drilling, right? Let's drill our army. No reason not to. The Castilian Civil War is on its way. Now, I'm surprised that the Iberian Wedding hasn't fired yet. With such a long... Okay, I don't need you guys to attach to me anymore. Get out of here. Go on, get. With such a long regency for these lads, I'm surprised that it hasn't fired. That's okay. Let's get a general on you as well. Every event that pops up, I'm like, is this it? Is this the one? It's not the one, though. All right, if you have over 50, you can click that button here. Now, it would probably be smart for us to dev a little bit as well to try to get over that 20 mark. It's the autonomy change is what's hurting us. We have to stay at peace, or else our autonomy is going to keep on going up. Castilian Civil War is annoying. It's not the end of the world. It's just annoying. Now, I'm also okay with turning my forts down. Well, how much are my forts costing me right now? No, it's only a ducat a month, so I'm going to keep them on there. Now, I definitely need to core all that. That is me being dumb. Tons of admin. Holy smokes. Good thing I didn't do any deving. All right, cool. Well, I think that is a great place to call it. First war in the bag. First 2 wars, actually. And Beyond Typus, looking like a cool mod. I hope you guys are excited for it. If you are, let me know. Leave a like. As I said before, if you have not already subscribed and dinged the bell, there is plenty of content that you're missing out on that I post every single day. So if you want to keep up to date on what's going on the channel, the dinging the bell when you subscribe is the best way to do it, as well as join the Discord, because we do send out pings for the videos there. If you want to join the subreddit, like I said, there's some great memes there, as well as my Twitter if you want to see what I have to say over there. Also, if you have it within your means, just $1 a month on Patreon really does go a world. It makes a world of difference for allowing me to do what I do. I do this full time. I am a full-time content creator. I love this job, and the only reason it is sustainable is from awesome, generous people like you who donate on Patreon. So that support is hugely appreciated. And yeah, that's all I got for you for today, guys. This is Chewyshoot, and I will catch you guys later.